Can you please, Mom?
No, you can't! I want you out of here!
I've got a new video for you guys because Claudia Conway needs your help because her mother, Kellyanne Conway, has gone way too far and it's disgusting and foul. Politics aside, Kellyanne Conway needs to be held accountable for what she has done to her daughter, so let's talk about it. If you guys don't know who Claudia Conway is, she is a 16-year-old girl who is the daughter of Kellyanne Conway. Kellyanne Conway was pretty unknown until Trump, where he hired her as his campaign manager, and she was actually the first female campaign manager to ever put a president in office. Anyways, she's been very involved in politics the last 4 years, but lately she's been involved in major family drama. Her daughter Claudia is pretty popular on TikTok with 1.6 million subscribers, and Claudia is very blunt on her page. She's very frank, very upfront, and she has been spilling the drama going on at home with Kellyanne Conway. The fighting has been going on for a long time now, and it's gotten so much worse in the last 24 hours because Kellyanne Conway is a disgraceful mother and actually should be investigated for what she did to her daughter by posting revenge PRN of her daughter, like a picture of her daughter topless on Twitter for millions of people to see. Kellyanne has 3.3 million followers on Twitter, and she decided to post a picture of her daughter where her daughter was not clothed to the internet for whatever reason. Let's go ahead and see what Claudia has to say about this because I would be extremely heartbroken if I were her, and I would never trust my mother again to post a picture of you in that state at 16 years old. Like, this is beyond. So here is a video of her talking about it right when it happened.
So here's what I guess happened. The pictures were months ago, and I'm assuming that when my mom took my phone, anytime she's taken it, because she takes it all the time, she took a picture of that, so that was on her phone.
What?
And I guess she accidentally posted it, or somebody hacked her, but...
So, she took a picture of her own daughter without her, like, for what reason? To, like, hold on to it for the future to post it? Especially if she's, like, took it, like, weeks ago. Like, that doesn't just accidentally post.
Nobody would ever have any photo like that. Ever.
I would be shook. There'd be no words. Like, she's speechless.
So, Kellyanne, you're going to jail. I'm shaking. I don't know what to do. Nobody would ever have that photo. Ever. It was on my phone. I don't think I've ever sent it to anyone.
Oh my god.
So I'm assuming that my mom took a picture of it to use against me one day, and then somebody hacked her or something.
And somebody hacked her or something. That doesn't really make sense to me because they've been fighting a lot this past week, and I have a feeling that her mom did it maliciously. Like, and that must be so hard for a 16-year-old girl to accept that their mother would do something like that, especially with so many followers. Like, that's extremely problematic. In the bio of her Twitter, it writes, Mom, Patriot, Catholic, Happy Warrior, Counselor, and Survivor. I could never imagine any survivor of whatever, like, posting this of another person. That is just so evil. Well, then Tana Mojo gets involved because she's actually friends with Claudia, and she was FaceTiming Claudia when the cops came to the house yesterday, and we're gonna watch that in a moment. But I do want to bring up some comments that Claudia left on her page in Morse code. So obviously this girl is asking for help because she's not only asking, like, everyone for help and to pay attention to this, but she is posting Morse code, and it translates to, please spread awareness about this. I can't, please get people to talk about this, and it's working because people are worried. But let's go ahead and watch the video of Tana on FaceTime with Claudia yesterday because it's actually pretty scary. Already fighting, major fighting.
Instead of calling the police for Diana, who has an active case open, Diana Winona, for your mother, you went right to TikTok. They see you have it. You need to go somewhere where they help girls like you.
She's literally trying to take her phone. It's so, because it's like, she knows it's like her only way out.
I pay attention to my phone, but you think TikTok, I'm literally barely on it. And when I am, it's trying to get help from people because you think TikTok is real. You think TikTok is real. You think that, and you said, I'm so glad I had the love of 1.5 million people. You have the love of a family and friends. No, hi. Not.
Honestly, I can't imagine like living in that house, especially because the father, George, and the mother, Kellyanne Conway, they fight a lot. So I cannot imagine being in that loving family.
Well, the cops are here again. And I don't think she's going to make it this time. She needs serious evaluation. For what? What did I do?
So like you heard, she said Claudia needs serious evaluation, yet Kelly is over here posting pictures of her daughter that are extremely inappropriate, and she's supposed to be a public and political figure. Like, I don't really understand how that's okay or acceptable, but there's even more to talk about. And if you guys do feel inclined to do something, because I feel really worried for Claudia, she actually lives in New Jersey, but there are resources online where you can put in tip lines to, you know, certain organizations like this one. This one is for the missing and exploited children, and you can go and put in a little form about Claudia and what's going on, and hopefully that could kind of help. I don't know. The problem with this family is that Kellyanne has such deep connections to the government and the police that I don't think that anyone's going to listen to the daughter in this situation, especially when powerful Kellyanne Conway is sitting here like watching it all go down. Claudia hasn't posted in over 11 hours, so it looks like she doesn't have her phone at the moment, but there is an old video I want to revisit because I have a feeling that this video is the reason why her mom posted this revenge picture of her, because she posted a video of them fighting on the internet. It was really bad. A lot of news organizations talked about it, and her mother was obviously not happy when she found out. But let's go ahead and just review some of this footage because it's actually insane how she's speaking to her young daughter.
Let's go for forensic analysis. One bit for you to tell people I'm a bitch. What?
The cussing.
What? There's something wrong with you.
There is something wrong with Kellyanne, and this is after seeing a lot of footage of her interacting with her daughter. She continues to mock her all the time. Like, if I were Claudia, I would never speak to my mother because it doesn't sound like her mother's absorbing anything that she's ever said.
You think I'm mocking you? I'm trying to have a conversation with you. What have you done to yourself? Do you know what you've done to yourself? 15. You're fucking immature. For you to get all over the sheets that I clean. Can you stop? No, you don't ignore me. You text them all day long. And they're paying attention to you because they know that you need extra help.
What'd you call
What do
me?
you want to know?
Hypo?
No, I said hyper. The doctor's hypo. What do you want to know?
Hypo?
No, I said hyper.
I'm on planes!
Can you please,
No,
Mom?
you can't! I want you out of here!
You were making you mad. Some 15-year-old being you mad.
Oh, that's way too much for me. That's why Claudia needs help. And I don't care who Kellyanne Conway is. I don't care if she was Melania's best friend. She needs to be held accountable because Claudia is in an extremely toxic environment. And if there are so many influencers here trying to help her get out of it and paying attention to it, there is a problem. So I'm actually on Team Claudia. I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. I understand a mom and a daughter fighting, and I'm sure having it public makes it so much worse, but the fact that her mom went onto her daughter's phone, took a picture of her daughter where she was obviously very vulnerable, and then posted it on her Twitter where millions of people will follow her, that's something I would never forgive my mother for, and I hope that Claudia gets some help because that's an extremely toxic family and she deserves better. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Again, if you want to go leave a tip, I'll try to link below because I think we really need to pressure the system to act, because for some reason CPS and everyone else, they just write it off because of Kellyanne Conway, and that's not okay. So I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Justice for Claudia, and Kellyanne Conway, you need to be held accountable. Bye, guys.